Guess I'll keep on living.
Alright, so that new Uncharted movie is out, and it's actually not that bad. It's not an amazing movie, but it's an action movie. I have never played the game, so I had no idea what to expect going into this. I had to have some friends tell me what was wrong with the movie for them. Even though, like, I wanted to go into this looking at it as just an action movie, I can, like, feel the frustration or, like, dissatisfaction with some of my friends who played the games. And even with that being considered, I still think it's fine. I feel like a movie based on a video game to be made, it has to do something different, something that not any action movie or the game itself was doing. This movie just doesn't do that. A lot of the complaints I've heard are about scenes from the game being recreated in the movie, most notably the cargo plane scene. And obviously that is going to be more entertaining in the game because you get to play it. That's a given. But, I mean, if you just look at the scene, you know, just as an action scene movie, it's fine. Like, it's just a normal action scene. I didn't think any of the acting was bad. Mark Wahlberg being in this movie is definitely odd, but he had like a semi-decent chemistry sort of relationship going on with Tom Holland, and the rest of the actors are doing a pretty fine job as it is. Obviously, with this movie being made, the games are still better than the movie for obvious reasons, but I think that for the general public, this is a normal, fun action movie, nothing more, nothing less. It's just supposed to be fun. There is no depth, and it kind of saddens me to think that this movie is just existing so it can be like a cash grab movie. Now, as a rule, when it's obvious that a movie is there for the sole purpose of just making money, it has no compelling story, no characters to show, and nothing new to show at all, I usually just bump it down 3 points according to my stupid grading scale. Now, you can make the argument that all movies are there just to make a profit, but a lot of movies also tell a unique story, and it's, you know, making money isn't the primary reason for the movie's production. It's one of the top reasons, but not number one. Overall, this is just a simple movie. I think that I would probably compare this to Black Widow. For me, last year, Black Widow was like the most normal movie that came out in theaters. So for now, Uncharted has been the most normal movie for the year 2022. And that's not a bad thing. It's just like, I'll probably compare all the other movies as far as like a movie watching experience to Uncharted, which, like I said, isn't a bad thing, but it's there. I'm probably never going to watch this movie again, but, you know, it was just a fine action movie, and it exists. And it left itself open for sequels, so maybe the sequels will be more fun. Anyways, overall, it's a 6 out of 10. Okay, a little bit of a life update for you. I just wanted to clarify a few things real quick. Number one, the Why I Hate series is currently on hold. I will come back to it later on in the year, probably. But when I do, I'm not going to do Wild Things. Like I said, this series was only going to exist whenever I ran out of ideas completely. And while I was making the Wild Things video, I got a lot of ideas for videos and for a whole bunch of stuff. Or actually, it's not even going to be a Wild Things video, it's just going to be a Why I Hate video on any of the other topics I mentioned in the sneak peek. Also, I've gotten a lot of opinions about doing my Attack on Titan video at the end of the year, like in December. I wanted a big project to tackle, and I wanted that to be Attack on Titan. But a lot of people think I should do it sooner. And, I mean, maybe I should do it sooner. But I wanted to cover the entire series, maybe even cover Attack on Titan High, or Junior High, you know? Because I've never watched that. So it'd give me an opportunity to go watch that too. But I think for now I'm just gonna keep it that like release date in December, because I have like no intention of like jumping into an Attack on Titan video anytime soon. I also realize that I'm really bad at keeping up with my show reviews recently. Since November, there have been like a shit ton of shows I have had a pretty strong opinion about, or like a lot of them. And so I wanted to do a review on all of those shows, but I'm late. So I'm going to do this sort of lightning round sort of catch-up video, which won't be super long. I want to clarify that. It's not going to be some super long video. It is going to be me just doing a very quick, brief opinions on all these shows I watched from like November to now. So that's like 4 month period that I need to cover. The shows that I actually do want to say a lot about, though, will get their own video. So if they're missing from this list, just know that's intentional. Also, the mockumentary that I'm working on will come out later on in the year. I am almost done with the script, and after that, I'm planning on trying to do some casting and planning before I start filming. So it should be another 2 months before we film it, and then maybe 4 months before we edit and release it. I'm not sure. Maybe production will move faster because when I sort of like get the inspiration for these things and I like really dedicate myself to them, I do like a crazy quick job on editing. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I want to clarify also that I will still be active. I get that I haven't been active that much, but I am trying to be active. And I'm doing a pretty bad job about it, but I'm going to try to, make that up. I'll still be on here. I'll still be on Twitter. I'll still be on Discord and some other shit. I really don't like Twitter still, but, we'll still try to use it. And I'll try to stay on top of it, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, yeah, the lightning round video should be coming out sometime in the next week or so. I promise. I promise. And that's pretty much it. See ya.